Welcome back to Breathtaking and our third Waxing Lyrical about Lorenz Hart podcast. As I mentioned on Sunday, I've always been blown away by Hart's clever internal rhymes. Today's first musical offering, Thou Swell, from the 1927 Rodgers and Hart musical A Connecticut Yankee, based on Mark Twain's 1889 novel, A Connecticut Yankee in King Arthur's Court, has those internal rhymes in spades. As indicated by the song's title, Hart's lyrics juxtapose archaic English, thou, and modern slang, swell, as the story takes place in modern times as well as in King Arthur's court. As for those internal rhymes, be on the lookout for three of my favorites. Babe, we are well met, as in a spell met, I lift my helmet. And you are so graceful, have you wings? You have a face full of nice things. And finally, I'd feel so rich in a hut for two. 2 rooms and kitchen, I'm sure, would do. Without further ado, here is Thou Swell, performed by Joan Morris and Max Morath.
Babe, we are well met, as in a spell met, I lift my helmet, Sandy, you're just dandy, for just this here lad. You're such a fistful, my eyes are mistful, are you too wistful to care? Do say you care, to say, come near, lad. You are so graceful, have you wings? You have a face full of nice things. You have no speaking voice, dear. With every word it sings. Thou swell, thou witty, thou sweet, thou grand, wouldst kiss me pretty, wouldst hold my hand. Both thine eyes are cute to what they do to me. Hear me holler, I choose a sweet lollapalooza in thee. I'd feel so rich in a hut for two rooms and kitchen, I'm sure would do. Give me just a plot of not a lot of land, and thou swell, thou witty, thou grand.
Thy words are queer, sir, unto mine ear, sir, yet thou'rt a dear, sir, to me. Thou couldst woo me, now couldst thou try night. I'd murmur swell to end like it well to, more thou wilt tell to Sandy. Thou art dandy, now art thou my knight. Thine arms are martial, thou hast grace, my cheek is partial to thy face, and if thy lips grow weary, mine are their resting place. Thou swell, thou witty, thou sweet, thou grand, wouldst kiss me pretty, wouldst hold my hand, both thine eyes are cute to what they do to me. Hear me holler, I choose a sweet lollapalooza in thee. I'd feel so rich in a hut for two rooms and kitchen, I'm sure would do. Give me just a plot of not a lot of land, and thou swell, thou witty, thou grand. religion, I'm sure would do. Give me just a plot of not a lot of land, and thou swell, thou witty, thou grand.
We conclude today's podcast with the hilarious To Keep My Love Alive, written for a Connecticut Yankees 1943 revival. It was the last song that Hart wrote before his death, 5 days after the revival opened on Broadway. If you're unfamiliar with To Keep My Love Alive, listing the many ways the singer got rid of her 15 husbands, you are in for a treat. The song has so many verses, and rare is the recording that includes all of them. Therefore, I am presenting 2 wonderful performances so that you can hear all of the song's brilliant lyrics. First, here is Elaine Stritch's rendition, featuring, of course, her trademark wit.
I've been married, and often I've sighed. I'm never the bridesmaid, I'm always the bride. I have never divorced them, I hadn't the heart. Yet remember these sweet words, till death do us part. I've married many men, a ton of them, because I was untrue to none of them, because I bumped off every one of them to keep my love alive. Sir Paul was frail, he looked a wreck to me. At night he was a horse's neck to me. So I performed an appendectomy to keep my love alive. Sir Thomas had insomnia. He couldn't sleep at night. I bought a little arsenic. He's sleeping now. All right. Sir Athelstane indulged in fratricide. He killed his dad, and that was patricide. One night I stabbed him by my mattress side to keep my love alive. To keep my love alive. I thought Sir George had possibilities, but his flirtations made me ill at ease. And when I'm ill at ease, I kill at ease to keep my love alive. Sir Charles came from a sanatorium and yelled for drinks in my emporium. I mixed one drink, he's in memoriam, to keep my love alive. Sir Francis was a singing bird, a nightingale, and that's why I tossed him off my balcony just to see if he could fly. Sir Philip played the harp. I cussed the thing. I crowned him with his harp to bust the thing. And now he plays where harps are just the thing to keep my love alive. To keep my love alive.
As for the remaining verses, I was lucky enough to stumble upon a dazzling cabaret performance of To Keep My Love Alive on YouTube, in which all of the song's verses are included. I was certain that a trip to Spotify would acquaint me with that singer's multiple albums, but to my dismay, my search came up empty. So, if any of you can give me any information about Alison Freeman, please write to me at breathtaking.podcast@gmail.com. Before giving the floor to Miss Freeman, I can't resist sharing my favorite stanza featured in her performance and not in the one you just heard by Elaine Stritch. Sir Peter had an incongruity, collecting girls with promiscuity. Now I'm collecting his annuity to keep my love alive. And here, for your listening delight, is the second half of Alison Freeman's rendition of To Keep My Love Alive.
There were more. I coxed Sir James with his protectress, the rector's wife, the rectoress. His heart stood still, angina pectoris, to keep my love alive. Sir Mark brought ladies to my palaces. I poured a Mickey in their chalices, whilst paralyzed they got paralysis, to keep my love alive. Sir Alfred worshipped falconry, he used to hunt at will. I sent him on a hunting trip, they're hunting for him still. Sir Peter had an incongruity, collecting girls with promiscuity. Now I'm collecting his annuity, to keep my love alive, to keep my love alive. Sir Ethelbert would use profanity, his language drove me near insanity. So once again I served humanity, to keep my love alive. Sir Curtis made me cook each dish he ate, and everything his heart could wish he ate, until I fiddled with the fish he ate, to keep my love alive. Sir Marmaduke was awfully tall, he couldn't fit in bed. I solved that problem easily, I just removed his head. Sir Mark adored me with formality, he called a kiss an immorality, and so I gave him immortality, to keep my love alive, to keep my love alive.
Newsflash, I am thrilled to share that thanks to Google in general and Les Michaels of Palm Springs Life is a Cabaret in particular, I was able to track down Alison Freeman. If you want to enjoy more of her talents as a lyricist, librettist, and singer, treat yourself to her website, aj-freeman, FREEMAN.com. I do hope you enjoyed all three of this week's podcasts, waxing lyrical about Lorenz Hart. Please join me next week for more breathtaking music. Signing off for now, in the words of Lorenz Hart, with a song in my heart.